Good morning, students. Let us do a quick revision work on the lesson chapter 19 and 20. Okay, today I have uploaded the question answers and all which are already you have done, but for a matching and checking work again I have given 19 and 20 civics chapter, plus in Google form fill in the blanks I have given related to these two lessons. So do solve it. Okay, so now let us do a quick revision work on these lessons. The San Francisco Conference, in this part you are getting, in June 1945 to 15 nations met in Francisco to sign the Charter of the UN. Poland, which was not represented at the conference, signed it later and became one of the original 51 member states. Thus, on 24th October 1945, the United Nations was established to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war and to reaffirm faith in fundamental human rights. 24th October is celebrated as the United Nations Day. Now, the original signatories included Britain, France, USA, former USSR, and China. Today, there are 193 members. The headquarters are located in New York City. There are 6 official languages of UN are English, French, Spanish, Russian, Chinese, and Arabic. The UN flag depicts two bent olive branches which are open at the top with a world map between them. Map is very important. The UN logo is very important. This UN logo I'm talking about. The white olive branches and the world map are on the light of the blue background. Now, what are the objectives of UN? To maintain international peace and security, to develop friendly relations among the nations on the basis of the equality. Okay. Next, to achieve international cooperation in solving economic, social, cultural, and humanitarian problems. Okay. Next, to act as a common platform for harmonizing the activities of various nations to save the succeeding generation from the scourge of war. There implies a simple principles of United Nations. What are those? Those principles are: all nations, big or small, are equal. They must all obey the charter. All disputes must be settled peacefully. No force should be used. So there are different organs of the UN. Okay, the General Assembly, the Security Council, and you have to study International Court of Justice. Okay, so now let us do a quick revision work on these topics. So General Assembly, you have studied that what it is. Main function is what is General Assembly, that also you have studied. The members of United Nations of the members of General Assembly, each member nation can send up to 5 representatives, but they are entitled to 1 vote per nation. Next, they have a function also. What function? To discuss international problems, to consider approve UN budget, to make recommendation for peaceful negotiations, to elect non-permanent members of Security Council, to supervise the work of other organs, to make recommendations for the collective measures. These all. Now, what is the Security Council? The Security Council, the most important organ of UN, is often referred to as the enforcement wing of the UN. It consists of 15 members. 5 of them are permanent members. They are USA, UK, France, People's Republic of China, the Russian Federation. The 10 non-permanent members are elected by General Assembly for a term of 2 years. The Security Council has the basic responsibility for maintaining peace and security in the world. It meets as and when the need arises. Decisions are taken by majority of vote, at least 9 members including all the 5 permanent members. A negative vote by any one of the permanent member would lead to a cancellation of the resolution. Thus, this right to prevent action being taken is known as the right to veto. These all parts, just a quick revision work I am doing. You all know it already. Okay. So next we are going to do is when no action can be taken of Security Council because of the veto, the General Assembly can deal with the crisis of the situation. Thus, the Security Council important function to investigate international dispute, to call on the members and to take the military action. For economic help also it has one function, the International Court of Justice now. So International Court of Justice consists of 15 judges from different countries they are, okay, and no two judges can be from the same country. Similarly, to settle disputes brought by the member nations, to give legal advice to other organs of UN on request. Thus, all the matters are decided in accordance with the international law. The International Court of Justice is located at The Hague, Netherlands, Holland. Okay. So these are some of the important parts of this chapter. Then you are studying this part here, the achievements of UN. Achievements of UN, in that you are going to study. Although it has been able to prevent war in many cases, it has taken effective actions to restore peace. Example, in different regions. Many countries, Indonesia, Algeria, Morocco, had received their independence with support of UN. By imposing economic sanction against South African government, it played a significant role. It has worked consistently for the protection and preservation of human rights around the world. It has worked actively to end the nuclear arms race and encourage the use of nuclear energy for peaceful purposes. Okay. It has achieved great success in the field of labor, health, welfare of the children, education by fighting poverty, ignorance, malnutrition, hunger and disease through specialized agencies. Thus, now let us come to the specialized agencies of UN. So we have studied the chapter 19 already. It was just a slight revision work on the topics which you are going to do for the annuals. Specialized agencies of UN, what is that? UN efforts was what? For the welfare of the humans, economic, social support, humanitarian problem. These all supports are provided. It was the specialized agencies of UN established to achieve the various goals. They work under the supervisions of UN Economic and Social Council, United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization, one of its organ, UNESCO's specialized agencies of UN. The UNESCO was set up in 1945 with headquarters in Paris. Its function was based on the belief that the best way of preventing war is to educate people's mind and the pursuit of peace. To encourage the spread of universal education, it encourages international cooperation between artists, scientists, scholars in all fields. We all had done this already. Question answers, everything is done. Just a slight revision work over it, so that you can get attached with the topics which are coming over it. So United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF. So you can talk about 1953. The world's international emergency was dropped from its name and became United Nations Fund, Children's Fund, and its headquarters in New York. Okay. Next, the long-term goals of UNICEF are to focus on improving the quality of the life of children, to focus on realization for every child of the opportunity to enjoy the basic rights. The activities of UNICEF are as follows: to tries to solve the problem of exploitation. UNICEF provides assistance to the nations for running children's centers, childcare centers, and UNICEF continues to work for the welfare of the children. World Health Organization works, and WHO was established in 1948. The headquarters are at Geneva. Okay. The World Health Organization is the largest specialized agency of UN. It is guided by the belief that the good health is one of the fundamental rights of every human being, and its main purpose was to improve the standard of health of the world. The World Health Day is observed on 7th April every year to mark the foundation of WHO. What were the various activities for WHO? That means the function areas, the various function areas where it has worked. It carries out worldwide campaigns to combat diseases like AIDS, cholera, malaria, plague, polio, etc. It encourages medical research, provides information on diseases, organizes health services, spreads health awareness. The WHO has succeeded in eradicating smallpox from the world. The WHO supports projects related to education concerning health problems, proper food supply and nutrition, safe water and sanitation, maternal and child health care, family planning, immunization, facilities, prevention and control of local diseases, proper treatment of common diseases, and provision of essential drugs. Okay, so these are certain topics which you are reading from this lesson 19 and 20, and supportive question answers are also given from it, and a Google form is given. Do solve it and come to the live class, join the live class. We'll have a short discussion, quiz questions over these chapters. Okay, students, keep revising the lessons. Thank you.